Hello students, in today's second session of inverse trigonometric function, I welcome you all. Today we are going to learn again a very important topic, that is properties of inverse trigonometric functions. In the previous class we have learned the basic concept of inverse trigonometric functions, and we have also seen what is the principal value branch, how to find. We have done some questions. I have given you some home assignment also. Hope you all have done it. So today, as I told you, we are going to start the properties of inverse trigonometric functions, which is again very important from the examination point of view. So let's see the first property. Now you can see property number 1, sine inverse sin x is equal to x for all x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, cos inverse cos x is equal to x for all x belongs to 0 pi, tan inverse tan x is equal to x for x belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 and pi by 2, and go on like 6 tak you can see the inverse trigonometric property. That is the first property. Now what does it mean? That means sine inverse of sin x is x. The most important factor is the domain. X belongs to minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. This is the most important factor, because when you write the answer sine inverse of sin x is equal to x, the meaning is, it means that x should lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Same case with cos x. If you are getting cos inverse of cos x is equal to x, that means x should belong to 0 to pi, and so on. Okay, now let's see some questions here which will give you more clarity. See, sine inverse sin x is equal to x. So let's see some question. Let's see the first question here. Sine inverse sine pi by 3. This is the first question. Okay. Now, if you see the property sine inverse sin x is x, that means I can write down here pi by 3. Why I am writing pi by 3? Because pi by 3 lies between what? Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So the answer for sine inverse sine pi by 3 is pi by 3. The most important factor is the value should lie between the conditions. The conditions which were given, ठीक है, the conditions जो दिया है उस पे वो lie करना चाहिए, वो सबसे important thing है. So the answer for the first question is pi by 3. Now when you go for the second question, that is cosec inverse cosec 13 pi by 6. Now 13 pi by 6, if you see cosec inverse cosec 13 by 6, you see here cosec inverse cosec x is x, for x belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 minus 0. So you cannot write down cosec inverse cosec 13 pi by 6 as 13 pi by 6, because 13 pi by 6 will not lie on minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So what you will do, you have to do some modification here. Now what I am doing here, cosec inverse cosec 13 pi by 6, I am writing it as 2 pi plus pi by 6. I think I can write it down like this, 2 pi plus pi by 6. When you simplify it, you are going to get 13 pi by 6 only, right? Now you have to see the quadrant. 2 pi plus pi by 6 comes in which quadrant? It comes in the first quadrant. So in the first quadrant, what about the sign of cosec? In the first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. So cosec 2 pi plus pi by 6 means the answer will be cosec pi by 6. Now you can write down the answer as pi by 6, as pi by 6 lies between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Clear? So this is the way you have to solve. Whenever you are getting a question, the most important factor is the conditions. You have to see whether the value lies between the domain or not. If it doesn't, you have to do some modification like this and you have to get the answer. So finally cosec inverse of cosec pi by 6 is equal to pi by 6. I think it's clear. Now we'll see the next question, that is third one. Now third question is your tan inverse tan 3 pi by 4, right? Tan inverse tan 3 pi by 4. Again, if you see 3 pi by 4, it will definitely not lying in the domain minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So what you will do? You will do again some modification. So tan inverse tan, what you are going to do? Pi minus pi by 4. Pi minus pi by 4, when you simplify, you are going to get what? 3 pi by 4. Now tan pi minus pi by 4 means which quadrant? Pi minus pi by 4 means second quadrant. Second quadrant tan is negative. That means you can write down it as tan inverse minus tan pi by 4. Clear? Now this equals tan, what is minus tan theta can be written as tan of minus pi by 4, because we know that tan of minus theta and minus tan theta are both same. So minus tan theta can be written as tan of minus pi by 4. This equals tan inverse of tan x is what? Tan inverse of tan x is your x. So minus pi by 4, and minus pi by 4 lies in the domain, that is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So this is the way you have to solve the question. You have to do some modification. If you see that the angle does not lie in the domain, you have to do modification. You have to see the quadrant, and then you have to do step by step and get the answer. In that answer must lie between the domain. I think it's clear. Now we will see the fourth one. See the fourth question. Fourth question is little different, but you are going to apply the same property only. Tan inverse of root 1 minus x by 1 plus x, 0 is less than x less than pi. They have already given a condition. Tan inverse root of, what is the value of 1 minus cos x? The value of 1 minus cos x is what? 2 sin square x by 2. आपको याद है 11th में आपने बहुत सारे फॉर्मूलाज पढ़े हैं ट्रिग्नोमेट्री के, ठीक है? तो साइन 1 माइनस कॉस एक्स, 1 माइनस कॉस 2x क्या था? साइन स्क्वायर x, 2 साइन स्क्वायर x. So 1 minus cos x will be what? 2 sin square x by 2. What is the value of 1 plus cos x? 2 cos square x by 2. Clear? So here you can 2 gets cancels out. What is the value you are going to get? You are going to get tan inverse root over sin square x by 2 by cos square x by 2 is nothing but tan square x by 2. ठीक है? So when you take out from the root, it become tan x by 2, and this is equal to x by 2 only when ये x by 2 आप कब लिख सकते हैं? See the condition here. The condition is given to be since 0 is less than x less than pi, means when you divide by 2, you see 0 is less than x by 2 less than pi by 2. That means this x by 2 lies between 0 and pi by 2. तो 0 से pi by 2 जो भी वैल्यू होगा आप देखिए वो उसमें लाई कर रहे हैं tan inverse tan x में. Definitely tan inverse tan is equal to x for all x belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So 0 to pi by 2, x by 2, the value lies between 0 to pi by 2, and it definitely lies on the domain also. So we can see that tan inverse tan x by 2, the value is x by 2. Clear? So these are some of the questions which will give you more clarity in understanding the property number 1. Okay, I think it's clear. Now we'll see the second property. Now let's see the second property. The second property tells us that sine of sine inverse x is equal to x for all x belongs to minus 1 1. Cos of cos inverse is equal to x for all x belongs to minus 1 1, and like that you can see the 6 inverse trigonometric function. Now what is the difference between the first property and the second one? The difference is, in the first property you have seen sine inverse of sine x. Okay, sine inverse of sine x, and here it is sine of sine inverse x. And you can also see the changes in the conditions. See, in the previous one, in the first property, the condition is angles, but here it's a value. What does it say? That, see, when you talk about sine x, x means angle. Okay, what is the meaning of x? Angle. And when we speak about sine inverse x, this x means value. ओके, ये चीज को याद रखना. साइन एक्स का मतलब है, एक्स का क्या मतलब है यहाँ पे? एंगल. एंड व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट साइन इनवर्स एक्स, हियर एक्स मींस द वैल्यू. ठीक है, x का मतलब क्या होता है, वैल्यू होता है. दैट इज व्हाई सी द डोमेन दे हैव गिवन कंडीशंस x is equal to -1 1 and in all the thing they have given the values there because we have to see sine inverse x here, sine of sine inverse x, correct? So how to apply these properties when you solve the question? So these are the questions, some 4 questions I have listed it here. You can see the first question. See the first question here. Sine of sine inverse 5 by 13. Now sine of sine inverse 5 by 13. What will be the answer? Directly you can write the answer as 5 by 13. Why 5 by 13? Because we know that sine of sine inverse x is equal to x for all x belongs to -1, 1. That means this 5 by 13 belongs to the domain -1, 1. So this is a very simple question. Moving on to the second question, if you see sine of cos inverse 4 by 5. Now this is a slightly different question. Here it is sine, here it is cos. You cannot apply the property here because sine of cos inverse x we don't know now. Okay, you have not studied now. So you have to convert cos inverse 4 by 5 in terms of sine inverse. How you are going to convert? See here, let I am taking cos inverse 4 by 5 is equal to theta. So cos theta will be is equal to what? 4 by 5. If we take triangle, what is cos theta? बोलिए cos theta का वैल्यू क्या होता है? बेस बाय हाइपोटेन्यूज. ठीक है, तो बेस बाय हाइपोटेन्यूज मतलब बेस क्या है यहाँ पे? ये 4 हो गया, हाइपोटेन्यूज इज 5. यू हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस वन. हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू फाइंड? यू कैन यूज Pythagoras theorem here. What is Pythagoras theorem? You all know hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So you will see that the value of this side will be 3. आपको 9 मिलेगा, स्क्वायर रूट लेंगे तो ये 3 हो जाएगा. So cos theta is 4 by 5. From here you can find sin theta. What is sin theta? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. That means 3 by 5. Clear? So theta will be what? Theta will be sine inverse 3 by 5. Cos inverse 4 by 5 is theta, and here you got the value of theta as sine inverse 3 by 5. That means cos inverse 4 by 5 and sine inverse 3 by 5 are equal. So you can write sine of cos inverse 4 by 5 as sine of in terms of instead of cos inverse 4 by 5 you can write down sine inverse 3 by 5, which is nothing but 3 by 5, and 3 by 5 belongs to -1, 1. So this is the way you have to do this type of question. When you are not getting the same trigonometric functions, what you have to do, you have to convert it, and the conversion is you have to take the triangle, apply Pythagoras theorem, find the value and then replace it. This and this both will be same, so you can write down in place of cos inverse 4 by 5 you can write down sine inverse 3 by 5, and then you can apply the second property and solve the question. I think it's clear. Now let's see the third question. Third question is tan of cosec inverse 13 by 5. Again, tan of cosec inverse, you have to convert this cosec inverse 13 by 5 in terms of tan inverse. What you will do? Let cosec inverse 13 by 5 is equal to theta. Clear? So cosec theta will be what? 13 by 5. Again you will take triangle. Okay, what is cosec theta? It is the opposite of sin theta, and sin theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse, so it will be what? Hypotenuse by perpendicular. So hypotenuse will be your 13 and perpendicular will be your 5. You have to find the base. What will be base? It will be 12. ठीक है? So you are going to get tan theta as, what is tan theta? Perpendicular by base. Okay, tan theta is perpendicular by base. So what is perpendicular? 5, and base is your 12. So theta will be your tan inverse 5 by 12. Correct? That means in place of cosec inverse 13 by 5, you can write down tan inverse 5 by 12. So what you're going to get it? You can see tan of tan inverse 5 by 12 will be your 5 by 12, which lies in the domain because x is a real number here. So you're getting 5 by 12. I think it's clear. ये जो तरीका है ये आपको अच्छी तरह सीखना है क्योंकि ये इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, ऐसे 1 मार्क में भी पूछा जाता है, 2 मार्क में भी दिया जाता है, तो यू शुड नो हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. ओके, नाउ सी द फोर्थ क्वेश्चन. Fourth question is sine of cot inverse cos tan inverse 1. Correct. So you can write it down as sine of cot inverse cos. What is the value of tan inverse 1? I am writing pi by 4. Okay. How you got pi by 4? I have already explained you the principal value. Tan inverse 1 का अगर आप principal value find out करेंगे आपको क्या मिलेगा? pi by 4 ही मिलेगा. So here sine of cot inverse cos pi by 4. ठीक है. What is the value of cos pi by 4? That is 45 degree. Cos 45 degree कितना होता है? 1 by root 2. Clear? Now cot inverse 1 by root 2 you have to convert in terms of sine inverse so that you can apply the property. Same thing what you will do, you will take cot inverse 1 by root 2 is equal to theta. So cot theta will be is equal to what? Cot theta आपको मिल जाएगा यहाँ पे 1 by root 2. ठीक है. Now cot inverse 1 by root को theta लिया, cot theta आपको 1 by root 2 मिल गया. आप यहाँ पे ट्रायंगल लेंगे. ठीक है, ट्रायंगल लेंगे और देखेंगे कि cot theta क्या होता है? It is the reciprocal of tan theta. What is tan theta? परपेंडिकुलर बाय बेस. tan थीटा क्या होता है? परपेंडिकुलर बाय बेस. तो ये क्या होगा? बेस बाय परपेंडिकुलर. तो बेस क्या है आपका 1, बेस बाय परपेंडिकुलर क्या हो जाएगा? रूट 2. ओके, सो यू कैन सी ये 1 है, ये रूट 2 है. व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस वन? इट विल बी रूट 3. ओके, सो you can write it down in place of cot inverse as, अभी हम यहाँ पे sin theta निकालेंगे. sin theta will be what? sin theta क्या होता है? perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is root 2 by root 3. sin theta is root 2 by root 3. So you can say that theta will be is equal to sin inverse root 2 by root 3. Okay, theta is equal to sin inverse root 2 by root 3. So in place of cot inverse 1 by root 2 you can write down sin inverse root 2 by root 3. So you are going to get sin of sin inverse root 2 by root 3, and that will be is equal to root of 2 by 3, and it definitely lies in -1 to 1. I hope this question is clear. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा आपको ध्यान रखना है कि कैसे आप 1 by 1, पहले आपने इस ब्रैकेट को सॉल्व किया, देन यू हैव सॉल्व द अदर वन, देन द लास्ट वन. तो 1 by 1 करके जब आप सॉल्व करोगे ना तो यू कैन इजीली सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन. ओके, आई होप दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज क्लियर टू यू. लेट अस मूव टू अदर प्रॉपर्टी. Now let's see property number 3. Sin inverse 1 by x is equal to cosec inverse x. X greater than equal to 1 or x less than equal to -1. Cos inverse 1 by x is equal to sec inverse x. X greater than equal to 1 or x less than equal to -1. Tan inverse 1 by x is equal to cot inverse x. X greater than 0. This is the third property. Now I'll just tell you how to solve the first property. 1 by x is equal to cosec inverse x. Okay, now let cosec inverse x is equal to y. So that implies x will be is equal to cosec y. I'm just taking the reciprocal. 1 by x will be is equal to 1 by cosec y. So 1 by x will be is equal to cosec y. What is the value of cosec y in terms of sine? It is 1 by sin y. So you're getting sin y here. That implies y will be is equal to sin inverse x, 1 by x. Sin inverse 1 by x. So you got the value of y as sin inverse 1 by x. If you substitute here, you're going to get the formula as sin inverse 1 by x is equal to cosec inverse x. I hope it's clear. You have taken cosec inverse x as y and then that means x will be is equal to cosec y. You have taken the reciprocal. We already know cosec y is what? 1 by sin y. So you are going to get sin y. So that means y will be is equal to sine inverse of 1 by x. So you got the value of y as sine inverse 1 by x. When you substitute here, you are going to get the formula as sine inverse of 1 by x is cosec inverse x. Similarly, you can prove the second and the third. Correct? And see here, sine inverse 1 by x is cosec inverse x. You can also say that cosec inverse of 1 by x is sine inverse x. आप इसको ऐसे भी बोल सकते हैं, cosec inverse of 1 by x is sin inverse x, and यहाँ पे भी वैसे ही sec inverse of 1 by x is cos inverse x, and cot inverse of 1 by x is tan inverse x. I think it's clear, the third property. Now we'll see the fourth property. Now you can see property number 4 and 5, both I have written on the board. The fourth property is sin inverse of minus x is equal to minus sin inverse x. X belongs to minus 1, 1. Tan inverse of minus x is minus tan inverse x. X belongs to R. Cosec inverse of minus x is equal to minus cosec inverse x mod x greater than equal to 1. Let us solve the first formula, that is sin inverse of minus x is equal to minus sin inverse x. Now let sin inverse of minus x is equal to y. So minus x will be what? Sin y. Okay, so x will be is equal to minus sin y. Correct? Now x is equal to minus sin y. इसका क्या मतलब होगा? आप इसको लिख सकते हैं minus y, because we know that minus of sin theta and sin of minus theta both are same. So minus of sin y, you can write it down as sin of minus y. So here minus y will be is equal to sin inverse x. What is y you have taken already? Minus of sin inverse of minus x is equal to sin inverse x. If you take minus to other side, it become minus sin inverse x. So this is the way you have to prove the first formula. Once again I am telling you, see, sin inverse of minus x, you have taken y. So minus x will be is equal to sin y. X will be is equal to minus sin y. So x is equal to what? Minus sin y can be written as sin of minus y. Minus y will be is equal to, if you take sin, it becomes sin inverse of x. What is the value of y? You already got it, that is sin inverse of minus x. Write it down, that take minus to other side. So you will be getting sin inverse of minus x is equal to minus sin inverse x, and you have proved the first formula. Similarly, you can prove for the second and third one. I hope this property is clear. Now we'll move on to the fifth one, fifth property. See the fifth property. Cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. Cos inverse minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. X belongs to minus 1, 1. Secant inverse minus x is pi minus secant inverse x mod x greater than equal to 1. Cot inverse minus x is equal to pi minus cot inverse x. X belongs to R. Actually this 6 one is together, but since the values are different, so we have just made it into two property. Okay, 4 और 5 अलग अलग इसलिए क्या है कि दो ये तीनों एक ही तरह के हैं और ये तीनों एक तरह के हैं, इसलिए उसको दो में चेंज कर दिया है, बट एक्चुअली देखा जाए तो ये एक ही प्रॉपर्टी है. ओके, नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू सॉल्व द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ द फिफ्थ प्रॉपर्टी, दैट इज cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Same way, let cos inverse of minus x is equal to y you will take. So minus x is equal to cos y. X will be is equal to minus cos y. Can you write down minus cos y as cos of minus y? No, because we know that cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. So you cannot write down minus cos y as cos of minus y. So what it will do? I can write it down as pi minus y, because in the second quadrant cos is negative. Okay, so I can write it down, this whole expression, this whole function cos y minus cos y as cos of pi minus y. So you're going to get x is equal to, you can simply say that if you take cos to this side, it become what? Cos inverse of x is equal to pi minus y. Okay, so what is y here? If you see, if you want to find y, take y to this side, it become pi minus cos inverse x. And what is the value of y you have supposed? Cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x, and this is how you have proved the first formulae of the fifth property. Similarly, you can prove the second and the third. Okay, now let's see some questions which are based on these two properties. Now let's solve this question, first two question, which is based on the property 4 and 5. Now let's see the question cot sine inverse minus 7 by 25, which is fully based on property number 4. Okay, so the sine inverse minus theta is what? Sine inverse of minus x is minus sine inverse x. So you can write down sine inverse of minus 7 by 25 as minus sine inverse 7 by 25. Now cot of minus theta is minus cot theta. So minus will come outside. You can write down minus cot sine inverse 7 by 25. Now what you will do? The same procedure. You will take let sine inverse 7 by 25 is equal to theta. So sine theta will be getting 7 by 25. Okay, so that means again you will take a triangle. If you take a triangle, you know the value of sine theta is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is 7 by 25, and इसको जब आप Pythagoras theorem से करेंगे, you are going to get 24 here. Now you need here cot inverse. So we'll just find first cot theta. Cot theta is what? 1 by tan theta. Tan theta is what? Perpendicular by base. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Base by perpendicular. Base is your 24 by 7. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे ये क्या हो जाएगा? That equals to, यहाँ पे थीटा अगर आप निकालेंगे, cot inverse 24 by 7. So you can put here cot of, ये क्या हो जाएगा आपका? यहाँ पे आप डालेंगे तो, if you substitute here, you are going to get minus cot of cot inverse 24 by 7. So cot of cot inverse 24 by 7, which is nothing but minus 24 by 7. This is the value you are going to get it. Okay. Now see the second question. Cosec pi minus cos inverse 12 by 13. It is fully based on the property number 5th. So cosec cos inverse, how you got pi minus cos inverse 12 by 13? Because cos inverse of minus x, cos inverse of minus x is what? Pi minus cos inverse x. So you can write down cos inverse of minus 12 by 13 as pi minus cos inverse 12 by 13. Now pi minus theta, cosec pi minus theta comes in which quadrant? Second quadrant, and second quadrant cosec is positive. So you can write it down it as cosec cos inverse 12 by 13. So cosec of cos inverse 12 by 13. Again the same procedure. Let cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to theta. So cos theta is equal to 12 by 13. Again you will see the triangle. ठीक है? Cos क्या होता है? Base by hypotenuse. So it is 12 by 13. तो यहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा आपको? 5. तो you have to find cosec. So cosec theta will be what? 1 by sin theta. Sin theta क्या होता है? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. उल्टा हो जाएगा hypotenuse by perpendicular. That is 13 by hypotenuse by 13 by 5. So theta will be is equal to cosec inverse 13 by 5. So in place of cos inverse 12 by 13, you can write it down as cosec inverse 13 by 5. So you can write it down it as cosec inverse 13 by 5, and the answer is 13 by 5. If you see the first property, second property, cosec of cosec inverse theta क्या था? Only theta. So you got the answer as 13 by 5. So I hope these questions is clear to you. आज मैंने आपको 1 से लेके 5 तक properties बताए हैं. जितने भी properties है, all are very very important. We have done questions also which are fully based on the properties. ठीक है? So in the next class we are going to continue the same properties and we'll do some questions also. These are the home assignment for you children. इसको आप घर पे करिएगा. ये बहुत important है home assignments, क्योंकि जब आप करोगे तभी आप property पे आपको और clarity मिलेगी और concept आपका clear होगा. तो ये home assignments है. कुछ 10 questions मैं आपके लिए लाई हूँ. इसको आप जरूर घर पे करिएगा. So we'll see you in the next class. Till then, stay safe and keep healthy.